everybody. It's Linda here with you. And then,
hi everybody, it's Darcy here.
So this week, oh my gosh, I don't even know what these are called. This week we're doing cold hot packs.
Yes.
Yeah. They have so many names that I'm not even sure. It definitely depends on what you guys want to use this for. Like they could also be hand warmers. What is it? Those boo-boo bags that Darcy and I were talking about, like when you hurt yourself and you need like a cold ice pack or something, you can put this on you. So this is what we're making. This is mine, nice and complete. So for this video, we decided to like divide it again between one person doing the activity with the supplies that you guys are using, and then another person using doing the activity with supplies at their house. So Darcy's looks different from the one that I did. Do you want to show them, Darcy, what you did?
Yeah, so I Googled some videos, and what I found was the most common homemade rice packs for heating or for cooling were made out of socks. This is a no-sew version. So I used an old sock that has lost its mate, and I have used my own supplies for rice, and I actually added some aromatherapy to mine. So I did a slightly different version.
Cool. Did you get to, what are you going to use yours for? Is it going to be like a cold pack or a hot pack kind of a thing?
I am going to use mine probably later on as a hot pack, but I'm not going to lie, it smells good. And I've had it sitting on my desk because, one, I like the texture of it. You can just kind of reach over and give him a squeeze.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a stress ball texture, or I am going to definitely use it for my aches and pains as the weather gets colder. So right now he's a decoration on my desk that smells good, and later on it'll be for to heat it up for achy joints.
Cool. I think for mine, I was thinking about it. I think during the winter, I'm definitely going to try to use it as a heat pack. But right now that it's summer, or it feels like it's getting hotter, it's summer-ish, I'm going to stick it in the freezer and take it out when it's super hot outside and just like put it on my forehead or whatever. I also have started running again, which is super painful. So I'm going to use it like on my muscles when I go too hard, when I'm too sore. So I'm going to do that. So to do these, and then you guys are going to notice this in your kits, you're going to see some fabric that's already in there. It probably looks very similar to mine. I think we all have the same one. You're going to see a bag of rice, a sewing kit, which mine is here somewhere. And then I think that's it. Let me see if I can find it anywhere. No, I lost my kit. It's somewhere in the office. But that's all essentially you'll need if you're using the kit. If you decide not to use the kit and do something different, like Darcy did, then you're essentially just going to need, what was it, like a sock rice, and then you use, what kind of oil did you use?
I used some calming aromatherapy that I had around the house.
Oh, nice. Does it smell really good? Have you put it in the microwave yet?
No.
Heat it up? Okay. You should try that.
I'll let everybody know during group how that went.
Okay, cool. That sounds great. So those are the only things that you really need for that. But when we were doing research, and then I'm going to put this up.
Perfect.
Cool. So I came across this website that's really helpful. What fillings make the best hot pack? And it looked like this person literally just thought up of all these things that could go in a hot pack and tried them out to see if any of them would work and how well they would work. So this person used cherry pits, wheat berry, dried corn, and barley, flaxseed, which I think, Darcy, you said that you had some experience with that before.
Yeah.
Rice, which is similar to what we were using, clay gardening beads, walnut shells, and pinto beans, which is something that I was thinking of using myself to see if they would work. And so this person tried them out, and this is what they came up with. And this is exactly what like research is. You just grab a bunch of stuff and see what works or what doesn't work. And in the end, they came up with overall best options are whole corn, walnut shells, jasmine rice. And then they also say that they like the cherry pits for a larger pack, but it doesn't do well for a smaller pack because it doesn't hold the heat very well. So there's that. And then the worst options were buckwheat hulks, clay beads, cherry pits, pinto beans, and whole peas, just because they smelled bad. And then when you guys do your bag, you're gonna see that your bag is actually gonna be very smelly. Like right now, I can hold it from here, from like really close to my face, or like a little further away from my face, and I can still smell the rice. And you can definitely smell it when you put it in the microwave. So keep in mind that. So right here they did a chart of filling, weight, how it feels, smell after heating, and heat retention. And as you can see right here, the cherry pits, large, chunky, awkward, pleasant sounds, lovely cherry pie smell, but it's poor in holding heat for a small hot pack. So you guys can use a lot of these and see what works best for you guys. Keep in mind though that if you are doing a hot pack, you're gonna have to put it into the microwave to heat it up. And this person put this up, which is very important. I'm gonna read out loud for you guys. Note of caution: when researching this post, I came across many people complaining their hot packs burned or started to smell really bad after heating. It is absolutely essential to put a mug with some water in the microwave at the same time as you heat your hot pack. Without it, your pack could possibly burn or catch fire, and you can cause damage to your microwave. If you give hot packs as a gift, make sure to mention this to the person that you're giving it to. So they suggested that when you're heating a new hot pack, if you guys do decide to use it as a hot pack, to heat it up in 30-second intervals and then test it after each interval. So you can see how long it takes for your pack to heat up without burning it, because you definitely do not want to burn the inside of your pack. That would be really sad. So just make sure that you have a cup of water inside the microwave at the same time that you're heating up your pack. Now, I'm going to... All right, can you see me again?
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So that's what I did when I finished my my pack. I put it in the microwave, and then I looked to see, or I put some water in there as well, and I wanted to see how long it would take. to heat up. So mine, if you guys look at it, is kind of thick. She's a thick one. And I tried, like, I don't know why, for some reason I was like, I'm just gonna fill it up completely and see what happens. So I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds with a cup of water, and I noticed that it wasn't very warm at all. It didn't actually even feel like it was heating up. So then I put it again for 30 seconds, and then I saw that it was actually heating. It was a little warm, but it could go for a little bit longer, so I put it in for another 30 seconds. And then when I took it out, it was pretty hot, and it stayed hot for a while, for a good like 40 minutes of me just like touching it and moving it around. It just stayed warm. At first, it was almost a little too hot for my hands, but then after that, it started to cool down, which was really nice. And it felt really good on my hands too. Like, Darcy's right. Like, this is like a stress ball. It's just like super comfortable. I like it so far.
I'm wondering, what was the hardest part about making your pack?
I think the hardest part for me was the sewing, definitely, because unless you have a sewing machine at home, you're probably going to have to hand stitch this. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even though it's only like this part that I sewed, this part and this part is not sewn. It was still a lot of work, and each side took me about 10 minutes to go through. So there's two forms of sewing that I came across. but if you guys have like a sewing machine, you guys can get this done in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or if you have a sewing machine, or if you're already like super skilled with your hand stitching, you can make it even nicer and like do some like embroidery onto it, like put your initials on it or whatever. That would be pretty cool, I think. Or put like a nice border on it. That'd be cool too. Other than that, I think that was the hardest part for me. It was pretty hard. Yeah. Was yours difficult at all?
Nope. No, it really wasn't. It brought a lot of like creative ideas. Like I wanted to put buttons on mine for eyeballs and all kinds of stuff, but we want to be careful if you do start to kind of think that way, because we don't want to put anything on there that can't go in the microwave. So be really careful. Mine was super easy, made it in just a few minutes. So I'll like to try a hand sewn one as well, but this is not a bad route to go. This is quick, easy, in the freezer, be ready to go. So no, mine wasn't as difficult as yours.
No. I think mine definitely took a lot of focusing, which is the word of the day or the theme as well, when it came to the sewing part, because if you don't sew it correctly, or if you leave too much of a gap in between each stitch, your rice can just fall out. And it will probably just fall out. Like maybe it won't this time, maybe it won't today or tomorrow, but it eventually will. And you definitely want to do like a good job stitching this together, just to make it last longer. Because I plan to use this for a while, as long as I can. And then also I saw like online with people and their experience with these, that depending on what the material or what material you're using, like we're using rice, it eventually loses the ability to hold in heat as well. So you'll have to replace your rice, or if you start out with rice and decide to use cherry pits instead, and you want to switch them, you can definitely just cut off some of the string, specifically the last part that you sew, that you're going to have to hand sew from the outside. You could just cut that, empty out your rice, and then put in new rice or put in something else that you want to do. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to use this to throw it into the freezer. I'm going to see how long it takes for it to freeze, for it to be cold. We hope to see you guys next Thursday.
Yeah.
We want to see you. We want to meet you. We want to see what you guys do, how your projects come out.
Yeah.
So come to the meetings.
Yep.